So I decided to start working on these bags this morning. These bags, yeah, and they're painted already, so I wrapped a bunch of tape around it so I would not scratch up the bags putting them on the bike. Anyways, there's a big fitment issue with these things. I've heard people complain about having to get hardware before with these bags, and needless to say, I'm not happy with how these are going on. I'm just not happy with them. First off, shock cutouts, not required. You got to space these bags out, at least on my bike. I don't know about anybody else's bike, but on my bike, which is a Kawasaki Viking 1500 Classic fuel injection, it's an anniversary edition model. I don't know if that makes any sense, makes any difference or not. Probably not. Just a bunch of badges and chrome and all that other nonsense. Anyways, I started fitting these bags on that side of the bike, and when I fitted to the other side of the bike, once I get this light out of the way, this caliper right there has got a little nipple on it that of course has to hold it's a pin that the caliper slides on. That pin there prevents that bag from resting up against here with their bracket. Doesn't happen. So I had to go to the hardware store this morning, and I got some 4-inch bolts. That's correct, 4-inch. The original bolts are 2 7/8. Okay, so on with the show. I went out and got some spacers as well, but these spacers are a little bit too big, so I'm going to return them. And what I found out is if I include this many washers, which is a total of let me count them here. Total of 6 washers. It will space it out. Okay, pretty good. So anyway, I drilled the holes into the bags, and from there I'm going to install them and see what they look like. Well, I already installed them on the bike, and it did manage to keep them away from the caliper right there, almost about, I'd say, a 1/16 of an inch away from there, which I really don't think it's enough, but I'm going to gamble on it. First off, these bags are pretty darn small for the price they're, they could have, if they would have left the shock cut out, then the bags would have been a lot bigger, but like I said, they should have omitted the shock cut out. Don't need it. There's plenty of room on the back of that bike to get those bags as small as they are on that bike without looking goofy. So what was I saying? And so I took off the cap, and the reason why I did that, another reason why I did that, is the hinge system on this is held on by 3 screws. Okay, right into the fiberglass. No big washers, anything of the sort. So, what's also going to have to happen to these bags, I'm going to have to put some kind of strap there. Because over a period of time, I'm thinking these things are going to come apart. That hinge is not going to work. It's going to rip something. I don't know. But anyways, to eliminate that, I'll probably get a strap and figure out how to put a nice strap on there. The bags themselves are lined I don't know if you can see that or not, but they are lined. What else can I say about them? Yeah, I just not happy. I did call up Viking Bags, by the way, and I mentioned the fact that these do not fit. So they told me to go on their webpage and get a return RMA number, which is a return merchandise authorization number. So I did, and I looked at, well, who the hell's going to pay for the damn shipping back to the company? And, well, guess what? I'm responsible for it. Huh? Well, guess what? I shouldn't be held responsible for it. It's their screw up. They're the ones that should have paid the shipping back. Unfortunately, in their fine print, it says you're the one who's going to pay the shipping. You know, and it ain't cheap to send these back and forth. I don't know if you've tried to ship anything in the last 6 months. It's pretty darn expensive. It ain't cheap. So they said they would gladly take them back and swap them out for something else. I, on the other hand, am going to mount these suckers, irregardless of what they are, because I like them the way they look on the bike, and I'm a fabricator by trade, so I shouldn't have that much of a difficult issue putting these on safely and securely to where they're actually going to work. Also, there's extra hardware that's going to be required on these bags. They can't just expect, when you put items in here, that this little bolt hole is going to carry the weight of whatever's in the bag. That's not going to happen. You need washers on here, and the reason why you need washers is because when you do put weight on there, it will evenly distribute the weight across the washer and not cause this fiberglass to crack over a period of time. So, extra washers are required in order to get this thing on the bag or on the bike. I'm pretty sure you can see that. It says one fender washer on the inside of the bag. Well, it needs more than one fender washer. I guarantee you that. Especially if you plan on putting, well, it will hold a, and I did try it, so I'll give it that. It did hold a gallon of milk in there, which, you know, it's pretty much what you're going to put in that bag anyways if you're going to go to the grocery store. Maybe a crate of eggs in one bag. So, you know, it is what it is. They look nice on the bike. It's like I said, fitment issues are a big issue to me. This is not the only company that's done this or that does this. You know, they require us to, at our expense, buy products that do not fit. And if you're unhappy with them, all they can say is, we'll return it. And we'll give you your money back, or we'll replace it with another said item. And you'll find out that that said item is not going to fit neither. There's going to be an issue with it. It's the way the world is, and unfortunately it is what the frick it is. So anyway, enough bitching about how these don't fit the bike. I'm going to install them on the bike and be done with it. So the steps I'm on now is apparently I already got the 2 bolts up here drilled. I already got everything measured out down here where I need to put the other 2 holes. And that'll be pretty much it. Two washers on there. I'm gonna have to go back and look how to mount these Callisto things here.